Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Carnage, and that name is apropos because 1 week later and the return of Tommaso Ciampa and Sami Callihan are still brawling. And I would say get security, but Ciampa and Callihan took them out upon arrival. There's really no stopping these two as Ciampa connects with a boot, or excuse me, a knee, a leaping knee to Callihan, and now the brawl continues from last week. We saw Tommaso Ciampa return unexpectedly and attack Sami Callihan after Callihan affected the outcome of the TV Championship main event. That was last week, and now Ciampa, oh, what a straight shot to the face, and now they're brawling on top of a limo right there in the parking lot. As I've said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Carnage, but it looks like the carnage is not done as Ciampa with the butterfly DDT on top of the limo. Tommaso Ciampa made a shocking return at the conclusion of last week's episode of Carnage, and that carnage continued into tonight. We might need some help in the parking lot for Callihan, but it appears that the former World Television Champion is done at the moment as he leaves Callihan laying next to that limo in the parking lot. And it appears that the former World Television Champion is making his way to the ring with a purpose. Wow, what a way we started off tonight. Man. Many will believe that Callihan deserved that, because he put Tommaso Ciampa on the shelf for weeks and forced the Psycho Killer to relinquish the TV Championship as the sold-out crowd here in New Orleans wait in anticipation. And it appears that Tommaso Ciampa is out here right now, ladies and gentlemen, as he is taped up and ready to go. It looks like he's just ready to just fight whoever is put in front of him, and it looks like he is reaching for a microphone. Hey, let's hear what he has to say. You're saying you thought you could eat at the big boy table? Didn't even finish it, so Daddy had to teach you a lesson. Tommaso Ciampa wants his TV championship back, and he has called out Brian Cage for a match right now. Will Paul Heyman even allow that to even happen? Will Brian Cage accept the challenge? And I guess that answers my questions after a successful title defense just last week over Adam Cole, the Machine, and the reigning World Television Champion. Brian Cage is here, and after being laid out by a pile driver, courtesy of, ironically, Sami Callihan, he has to be licking his chops to unleash that aggression he has built up. And if he has to take it out on Tommaso Ciampa, he will do just that. What a way to kick us off. As still to come tonight, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship contract signing between Apollo Crews and Ricochet is on tap, as well as in our main event, an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal with the winner going on to Joker's Wild to face Jeff Hardy for the Intercontinental Championship. What a night it will be, to the point where we might go long for this one. We might reach our limit. And hey, what a night we have in store for you. Let me know who you have winning this one down in the live chat, or use the hashtag WWE TV title in the comment section if you're watching on demand, as Tommaso Ciampa is just pacing back and forth on the outside as Brian Cage has accepted this challenge, and Paul Heyman has let me know that this match has been made official because he couldn't tell Tommaso Ciampa no, and I have to agree. Use the hashtag WWE TV title, as I mentioned in the comment section if you're watching on demand. For the first time in 10 weeks, Tommaso Ciampa is in action and wants his title back, but he'll have to go through that mountain of a man, the Wolverine Brian Cage, to do just that. Jessica Carr will be your official for this opening contest for the television championship. As this match progresses, we'll have a medical update on Sami Callihan, who is with medical personnel right now. That is what it's all about, the World Television Championship. Ciampa, Cage, World Television Championship on the line, and here we go. Both men taking their time, and Tommaso Ciampa saying he wants his title back. And I'm pretty sure Brian Cage with that strike saying, yo, you got to do a lot to take that title from my hands. The same title that he won after surviving the gauntlet, and that knee just rocked Cage. Tommaso Ciampa can't believe that he just brushed it off and he just brushed off that clothesline as well. Ciampa and Cage. This is a match I never thought I'd see, and another knee as he's trying to strike down this big man, but it's not happening. And again, oh, he got him down to a knee. He got him down to a knee. And now, Ciampa. Oh, and he's targeting that arm, which is smart strategy, because if you target that arm and you wear it out to the point where he can't even lift you up for the F5, that you just raised your chances of winning that TV title as Cage is rocked in the corner and a knee to the side of the face. Oh, knife edge chop as Ciampa unleashing on Brian Cage. I hope we do have somebody in the medical field in the back dealing with Sami Callihan right now, because even though you probably don't even like Sami Callihan, he is still a competitor and he still needs medical attention. And after taking that butterfly DDT on the limo, I was not expecting that to happen. But after taking that butterfly DDT, you gonna need some help. Oh, as Cage connects with that sit-out spine buster. Here we go to retain the TV championship right here. No, only a 2. Ciampa obviously dressed for a fight, not really dressed in his normal attire as he responds with that leaping knee. This is his first match back in 10 weeks. And now, oh, he has him up. Project Ciampa, the Project Ciampa. Ciampa looking to put this one away right here. Oh, Jessica Card saying he got to get away from the rope, which is smart thinking because she will not count that fall. And now Ciampa has to drag the carcass of Cage to the center of the ring, and he floats him over. There he go with the lateral press. Here's the cover 2, and new champion right here. No, only a 2. I think that second delay with that rope break allowed for Cage to get up, and now Ciampa unleashing with these series of lefts to the face of Brian Cage right here for the World Television Championship. If you're just now joining, you haven't missed much other than Sami Callihan probably getting his face caved in by Ciampa, and now as he stalks Cage in a knee to the face and a leaping and a lariat. He had to leap a little bit because Ciampa is a little bit shorter than Brian Cage, but he's not going to let that stop him, like he's not going to try to let him stop him lifting Cage, but Cage said nah, and he took his head off with that lariat. Hoist him up into the fireman's carry, and now the military press. The military press slam as Cage just showing off his power, his strength. Oh, and now Cage responding with those lefts with his rights of his own and a stomp to the midsection to boot. And now Cage has Ciampa right where he wants him. And we saw this last week, the standing moonsault splash. Brian Cage to retain the World Television Championship to kick us off here on Monday Night Carnage. 3, no, only a 2. Cage cannot believe it, but you got to stay on him if you want to make sure that you keep your World Television Championship, because Tommaso Ciampa is not one to stay down. But this might put him down right here. He scoops him up with ease into the power bomb. No power bomb as Cage possibly setting up for the F5. Oh wait, no, he's just bouncing back. He's going to make sure that Ciampa knows that he's been in a fight. Going for the, he went for a move in the corner, but Ciampa got out of the way and responded with a shoulder block as well as the boot to the side of the face. And now Ciampa with a leaping knee. That one flattened him like a pancake. And now he's one. Yep, Brian Cage, that last shot busted him wide open. Now Cage wrestled down to the mat and float him over into the armbar. Is he going to rip? He's going to rip the surgically repaired arm of Brian Cage from his socket. Tommaso Ciampa is desperate to get that World Television Championship back. Will he be able to do such thing? No. As he rolled him over, he went for the pin. I thought he went for the pin, but he just rolled over so he can get some time. And now Cage with another lariat. A bloody Cage is on a different mindset. Oh, he went for the distance lariat, but no, Ciampa looking to win his second TV championship with the fairy tale ending. Ciampa to win back the title he never lost in the first. Oh wait, what the hell? How's this man even moving? Sami Callihan on the attack, causing his match to be thrown out via outside interference, and now he sends Ciampa crashing to the outside. This crowd here in New Orleans not pleased with the outcome of this match, but you can only blame Sami Callihan, who was not done. How is this man even moving after being driven head first on a limo and then leaping? It looked like he went for a bicycle kick. I couldn't tell from this angle, but now Ciampa is not going to fight down, and he dropped it. Oh, and it sounded like his head bounced off the steel steps. Anyway, Ciampa doesn't really give a damn. Jessica Carr's trying to assert some authority, but you might want to get out of the way, sweetheart. Oh, as Ciampa sends Callihan bouncing face first off the LED board. But what is Ciampa doing? But Cage was rolled to the outside to get that cut checked on, and it looks like Callihan is in some serious trouble because Ciampa just pulled back the padding on the outside. What the hell is he doing? Oh, no, Ciampa, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it! No, fairy tale landing on the concrete! If that DDT on the limo didn't do anything, the fairy tale ending on the concrete can rearrange his face. We need some help out here for Callihan. He's not moved. But still to come tonight in our main event, 8 top contenders will compete in an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal to determine Jeff Hardy's challenger for the Intercontinental Championship at Joker's Wild. And speaking of contenders, a match 3 weeks in the making as Beatdown Corporation's Street Profits face the Usos in a no disqualification tornado tag team match. Will the Usos get revenge on the men who cost them the tag team titles in the first place? And then to close out tonight's broadcast, the official signing, the official contract signing for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match at WWE Joker's Wild will take place in the center of that ring. These contract signings usually go without a hitch, right? Don't go anywhere. That's on tap for tonight's show. But what's also on tap is a situation of win or go home, as the match that was scheduled to take place last week is happening tonight. This is the Nightmare, Rhea Ripley. As mentioned, this match was supposed to happen last week, but as you saw via security footage, Ripley was a victim of a Negan impersonator, aka Bailey, who attacked the former NXT UK Women's Champion with a baseball bat. And as a precaution from our medical staff, the match was postponed to tonight, where if Ripley is victorious, she maintains her spot in the women's ranking. But if she loses, not only does her opponent take her spot at number 2, but she loses her place in the top 10 altogether. I've just been informed, ladies and gentlemen, that Sami Callihan has refused medical attention and even went as far as attack some of our staff. How's this man even on contract is baffling to me, but it is what it is, and this is what we have to deal with. And speaking of dealings, in just a matter of moments, the Nightmare must deal with a destructive force that is known as Nia Jax. 2 weeks ago, Jax, coming off a loss to Asuka, decided to show a lack of sportsmanship and attack the former women's champion from behind, but then Ripley came to the aid, surprisingly, and laid out Jax with not 1 but 2 riptides and informed Asuka that she wants the Empress 100% at the behest of official consultant Lacey Evans. That might not be the case. We might get a rematch between Asuka and Jax 1 week from Sunday at the pay-per-view. We'll find out for sure in moments time. But there you just saw this week's women's ranking. There was no need to change the rankings, but after tonight, it will definitely change. It will definitely change for sure. But in just a matter of moments, is Jax Ripley. Loser leaves the rankings for this week and possibly for the future weeks. And here we go. Oh, Ripley not even given time to breathe as Jax came out like full steam ahead like a bull, just seeing red. Oh, and Jax was not prepared for Ripley to get out of the way, and she responded. Oh, that lariat didn't even rock her. It just had her. Oh, my God. Jax is probably trying to figure out, Ripley is probably trying to figure out what she has to do to take down Nia Jax. But that might be it right there as the repeated lariats, and she finally got her off her feet. The 3rd time, the 4th time is the charm. Oh, the bare headbutt with someone the caliber of Nia Jax would knock out somebody normal, but Rhea Ripley has proven for a fact that she is not normal. Oh, got her down to her knees. Repeated boots to the stomach and to the chest of Nia Jax. Oh, Jax had her very well scouted and possibly knew what she was going to do next. And now Nia Jax, oh, and a leaping knee, or not a leaping knee, a knee strike to the side of the face. Oh, Jax with a standing vertical suplex. As I mentioned during Ripley's entrance, that this match was scheduled to take place last week, but Bayley attacked Rhea Ripley in the parking lot before she could even enter the building. And she didn't suffer a serious injury, but she was mainly rocked. Like she was kind of out of it. So as a precaution, our medical staff said you will not compete. And that match is now happening tonight. Nia Jax versus Rhea Ripley. The loser leaves the ranking system, as well as tonight, still to come, Asuka will be in action against Toni Storm, with the loser of that match leaving the rankings as well. The number one contenders match for WWE Joker's Wild can possibly change hands in the span of one night, as the number one ranking and the number two ranking will compete. For the winner will face Bianca Belair for the Women's Championship at the Royal Rumble, as the match spilled on the outside for just a bit, but now it is back inside the squared circle, as Rhea Ripley has somehow gained the advantage over the destructive force that is known as Nia Jax. Jax just takes her, look like she just tried to just end her whole career right there. And now Jax was not prepared for that strike, and now, Rhea Ripley with the headbutt, and now a second time. Is she going to do a third time? A normal person would not do it, but Rhea Ripley, as I said, is not normal. And now it appears that Ripley has her in her sights. Jax probably wishes this was a dream. Riptide! The tide has turned for Nia Jax, as she is no longer, there's the count, no longer in the top 10, courtesy of a victorious Rhea Ripley. The Nightmare is looking ahead to WWE Joker's Wild, as she has maintained her number 2 position in the women's ranking. And wait a minute. It looks like we won't have to wait for this next match, as the Empress isn't allowing Rhea Ripley to celebrate, as is Asuka versus another Aussie badass. But out first is the dominant former women's champion. Rhea Ripley is pissed, but she is leaving the ring as I speak right now. But after failing to defeat the EST of the WWE, Bianca Belair, at Survivor Series, Asuka has been focused on righting the wrong that is that one loss on her record, and a victory tonight and at Joker's Wild will solidify that desire, because just like the Ripley Jax match that we just saw, Asuka's number 1 spot is on the line. If she loses tonight, not only does she lose her spot at the top, but she loses her spot completely on the top 10 at the end of tonight. We will have 2 new faces on the top 10 rankings for the women's division. Nia Jax has fallen off due to her loss to Rhea Ripley just moments ago. Will the Empress fall and fail on her quest to reclaim her throne at the top of the empire? Asuka has been dominant all the way up until Survivor Series, and I'm pretty sure that she does not plan on stopping just yet. For the first time since her loss at NXT TakeOver Turmoil 2, Asuka has to deal with Storm Zero, because for the first time since TakeOver Turmoil 2, Toni Storm makes her first appearance since she lost her NXT Women's Championship. And what a way to place her hat back in the conversation by trading your number 1 spot for the number 1 spot. And in a way, this is a preview of the concept of Joker's Wild. Everyone is putting something on the line. The winner of this match will definitely face Rhea Ripley for the number 1 contendership to the Women's Championship. Bianca Belair has to be watching somewhere, whatever she's vacationing at. She has to be watching on this with intense focus, because she has to prepare for someone in the Royal Rumble. Toni is in boss mode, which is something you'll need to be if you want to get past the lethal offense of Asuka. Who do you have winning this one? To my knowledge, a first-time ever matchup. Let me know down in the live chat, or use the WWE #Carnage if you're watching on demand. And here we go. Ripley and even Bianca Belair, as I mentioned, has to be watching closely as Asuka, Toni Storm, loser, drops out of the top 10 rankings as the elbow and collar tie-up is happening right now, as it looks like Toni got the advantage just like that. But Asuka is not playing games right now with Toni Storm, right as Toni is looking to break this headlock as she bounces her off the ropes, ducks out of the way. Oh, and a head. Did she just headbutt? Toni, like I mentioned, is an Aussie badass as she just hit that fisherman suplex after just connecting with a stiff headbutt. No protection needed. Toni Storm is on a whole nother playing field as she with the hip attack in the corner. And now Toni doing something suggestive. Toni is out thinking outside the box as she embraces her inner Rikishi, which is somewhat smart strategy, but Asuka is probably not pleased with that because she feels the disrespect. But now it looks like Toni has snapped out of that, and now she's going to looking to snap the back of Asuka in half as she is, will Asuka tap to this submission right here. No, Asuka found a way to fight out of it, and she brushes her off. She's a little suggestive, but now, she got her down to a knee. Stomp on the hand, and a kick to the small of the back, the spine. As I mentioned, Asuka wants to reclaim that women's world championship if she says so herself. As she plants Toni Storm took flat on her back, and now she has her. It looks like she's going for the same move that she won to defeat Nia Jax 2 weeks ago. The camel clutch STF. The camel clutch STF. Will Toni? Oh no! Toni doesn't tap. She's trying to break free in an elbow to the face. Smart strategy, and a big boot. Like I said, Toni is someone you have to look out for, and a leaping leg drop. Leaping leg drop. Will that be enough to put Asuka away and advance to Joker's Wild for Toni Storm? No, only a 2. Toni can't believe that was a 2. Like I said, Asuka is one lethal competitor that you're going to have to really fight. As she's going to fight right here with that. It looked like that wrist lock neck breaker. And now Toni looking to make sure that you remember Storm Zero, and a boot to the face. Former NXT Women's Champion lost her title, ironically, to Bianca Belair. What way would you celebrate if you were able to get that win back? But Asuka might not be down for that type of reunion or that type of rematch. Now she wants that women's championship for her own. And now, she she looked like she was about to put her to sleep. But Toni's hand was right in the rope. And now Asuka making her pay for reaching for the ropes because she's going to take the other arm with that Kimura, the standing Kimura lock. The standing Kimura lock, but no, Toni found a way to fight out of it. And now Toni went for a shot, but Asuka, and a roundhouse kick. A roundhouse kick. Will that be enough to put Toni Storm away and Asuka maintain her #1 spot in the women's ranking? No, only a 2. As I mentioned, Toni Storm would love to get her win back over Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair won the NXT Women's Championship from Toni, which also involved Shayna Baszler. Jeez! Sit out pile driver. Toni raising the stakes, not taking any chances. 3, no, only a 2. Asuka kicked out of that sit out pile driver. I was not expecting a pile driver to rear his ugly head on this broadcast, but it is what it is. And now, Toni was possibly looking for a German, but Asuka said, nah, we're about to go to Russia with that Russian leg sweep. And now she floats her up, picks her up into the Michinoku driver. The Michinoku driver will be enough to put her away right here. No, only a 2. Asuka, she's probably starting to realize that she's been in a fight with Toni. She probably thought it was going to be a quick one, but Toni is not playing games right there. She went for the arm bar, but Toni had her arm in the rope, but now Asuka has her crashing into the corner, and now Asuka looking to stomp in the face of Toni, and Toni said, nah. She swoops the leg up and plants her. Like I said, Asuka probably was not prepared for a fight, let alone from someone the caliber of Toni Storm. And Toni making sure that you remember her name, as I mentioned. And now Asuka sends her back inside the square circle. That is the only place that you can get that win. I mean, she could have allowed her to get the count out, but she did not want that to happen. Oh, wait, Asuka was probably going for the Asuka lock, but Toni found the way to get out of that as well. And now, Asuka in serious trouble. Oh, air raid with a knee breaker. The knee breaker the neck breaker, excuse me, as the knee connected to the back of the head. No, Toni. I thought Toni was going to win that one right there. Toni, looking to get a closer look. Rhea Ripley making her way down to ringside to watch this match, this incredible match between Toni Storm and Asuka, as one of these women will be her opponent. What the? Bayley again. Bayley again attacking Rhea Ripley out of nowhere. Bayley again attacking Rhea Ripley for no probable reason. Toni Storm is distracted by this. And Asuka taking advantage. She has the Asuka lock. The Asuka lock is locked in as the attack on Ripley continues on the outside. Toni is trying to stay in this fight. The Storm has no choice but to tap out. The stage remains the same as Bayley continues to attack Ripley on the outside. Is Asuka versus Rhea Ripley 1 week from Sunday at WWE Jokers Wild. The winner faces Bianca Belair for the WWE Women's Championship at the Royal Rumble. That outcome was unexpected, but at the same time, you expected it all the same. And Bayley not letting Asuka go untouched. Fisherman driver. What is this drive and the motive behind the former NXT Women's Champion? For the second week in a row, she has struck ever since her conversation with Lacey Evans a couple of weeks ago. She was thrown off the alternative tour because of this, and nothing's clearly changed. Oh, look at the eyes of the nightmare. Ripley is seething. That main event is still to come, and Lacey Evans confronting Bayley. Lacey has had enough of these attacks. So the match remains Rhea Ripley versus Asuka at the pay-per-view, but the winner has to face Bayley, waiting as a roadblock under no disqualification the night after Joker's Wild. And it looks like the winner will undoubtedly face Bianca Belair for the women's title. Bayley hasn't been ranked, but going after the top two could impress the right people, and it clearly has. Bayley finally has her opportunity. And speaking of impressing, Drew McIntyre is one step closer to reclaiming oh my God! Karrion Kross! Kross with the cross jacket! The cross jacket sleeper on Drew McIntyre! Come on! He's fading! What the hell is going on? Come on! Where is anybody? Get back there! What the hell is going on? Kross is choking the life out of Drew McIntyre, and he finally lets him go. Compliments of Jeff Hardy. This is a setup. ago, as Drew McIntyre was preparing for his participation in the Battle Royal, from behind, the Order's Karrion Kross locked a unsuspecting McIntyre in a cross-jacket sleeper as some form of message from Jeff Hardy. Luckily, McIntyre was checked on immediately by our medical staff, but what is it about this group? Why are they just, it's like they march to the beat of their own drum. What is the purpose behind this attack? As you can see, the life of McIntyre was just being drained, courtesy of Kross, and according to Karrion Kross, it was compliments of Jeff Hardy. Sickening. Oh, and there you see McIntyre in his locker room, slightly banged up, and there you see Paul Heyman checking on McIntyre. Oh, come on. As a precaution. Oh, McIntyre wants a straight-up fight with Karrion Kross, and I'm pretty sure Paul Heyman is not against that. Oh. The match was already made by Kross's associate, so that confirms it that he was set up. A woman. A woman made the match? What? What? Drew McIntyre has been unfortunately pulled from the Battle Royal as a precaution, but he will face Karrion Kross at a later date. And after what just happened, that will be a slugfest to say the very least. But now, who is the 8th man in the Battle Royal? That is a question we'll hopefully get before the start of the Battle Royal, but I know what this theme music entails. It is time for a no disqualification tornado tag team match. Entering first, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. It has been a tumultuous few months for the bloodline. At first, their father Rikishi hasn't been seen since Ground Zero last September, after being tossed from a production truck. And then the night after Survivor Series, their cousin Roman Reigns was attacked by the entity known as the Fiend, and he hasn't been seen since either. But the biggest shot in the arm was when they lost their tag team titles, when Undisputed Era's Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish cashed in their NXT titles for an impromptu title match. And that all leads to right now. Jimmy and Jay are preparing for a fight of a lifetime. No rules, no restrictions. The only way to win this match is in the center of that ring, and it will be an icing on the cake if they beat the men responsible for them losing the titles in the first place. And those men are two individuals who have made the most noise since they arrived on the scene at the behest of Teddy Long and Beatdown Corporations. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits. 7 nights ago, they were a part of that ruckus 6-man tag team match where their team defeated Xavier Woods, Big E Langston, and Ricochet, thanks to outside interference from Apollo Crews, of course. So, they've been on quite the roll since they joined the Beatdown Corporation, and a win over the men they've had a gripe with since day one would add further salt in the wound of the barely functioning bloodline. Who do you have winning this one, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know down in the live chat or use hashtag no disqualification down in the comments to talk about this one. Jessica Carr is only there to count the fall. It is Usos versus the Profits. Winners face the Undisputed Era at Joker's Wild. And it looks like Jey Uso is not about to wait for the belt. Finally ring as well as Angelo Dawkins as he speared the hell out of Jimmy Uso. This one is about to be put away right quick as Jay continues to fight with Montez Ford on the opposite side of the ring. And now Jessica Carr turns her attention to Jimmy Uso as Angelo Dawkins is looking to put this one away after that sickening spear. 3, no, only a 2. Right out of the gate, Angelo Dawkins was trying to put this one away early as Jey Uso continues to unleash his strikes on Montez Ford on the opposite side of the ring. Neither one of these teams want to lose this one. No tagging is necessary as it is a tornado-style tag team match, but all 4 men are allowed inside the middle of the ring. They can fight all over this building if they want to. The only caveat is they have to pin their opponent in the center of that ring as Angelo Dawkins sends Jimmy Uso crashing to the outside. And Montez Ford continues the attack on Jey Uso. Get that running bulldog. As you remember, this battle This feud all started because Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford cost the Usos their tag team titles as the Undisputed Era's Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish cashed in their NXT titles. And there you see the cover right here. Jey Uso looking to put this one away and barely got a 1 count. If you missed the first 2 Beatdown initiatives, the exclusive series co-produced by Beatdown Corporations, it is available now on demand. So far, we've had the Bastard Neville and the Thick Boy Bronson Reed, yes, Bronson Reed, win their matches. 2 more matches to go as the fight spills on the outside. You don't want to miss the next one, which is usually on Saturdays right here on this channel, as the fight spills to the crowd between Angelo Dawkins and Jimmy Uso. And Jey Uso and Montez Ford continue their fight in the center of the ring. But it looks like that might not be the case as Jey clotheslines Montez Ford to the outside. And now we're about to have a flying Uso. This is indeed awesome as the fight between the Bloodlines, the Usos, and the Beatdown Corporation's Street Profits continues, and it's just so exciting to see, as I'm sure the sold-out crowd here in New Orleans can attest to. The fight continues to the outside as a spinning back in and a shot to the face. Where the hell did that chair even come from? But I'm guessing he had that one. He was quick with that one. Oh, and he sends him crashing into the LED post. Does Jey Uso does to Montez Ford as he sends him bouncing off the barricade. So much going on, so much to keep up with. But I ain't willing to do it as we've crowned #1 contenders for the tag team titles at Joker's Wild. As Jimmy Uso continues to attack with that steel chair on Big Dog. No, Dog got out of the way of that one. And another spear. He just shoved off that attack with the steel chair and just folded him up with that spear. And another in a drop kick. The big man pulling out all the stops on his opponent. And it looks like he's stalking Jimmy Uso as we try to keep up with both of them. Steel trash can off the skull. Yeah, you ballin' big man. We very rarely see a steel trash can incorporated into this type of environment. But it looks like, oh, the Tequila Sunrise as he's wrecking at the knee. And if you look, it looks like he's adding elevation with that apron, the LED board. He's tapping, but that doesn't really matter because the fall only counts inside of the square circle. And Jey looks pissed that didn't count. This isn't submissions count or falls count anywhere between these two. This one is strictly a no disqualification, no tornado tag team match. So excited about this. And it looks like Jimmy is following suit as his brother with the Tequila Sunrise, the knee wrenching at the knee on the outside. And as I just said, that doesn't matter. If you tap, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. As this matters with that leaping forearm. Jey and Jimmy, the Usos, are lighting up the Street Profits. Winners face the tag team champions at Joker's Wild. That was wild, that super kick from Jimmy Uso to Angelo Dawkins. Oh, and it looks like he's not done. He's on the production crate. Oh, and the Uso splash off the production crate. Jason and Montez Ford back inside the square circle. And it looks like Montez has something else encountered. Sunset flip power bomb to the outside. This one is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. I was not expecting this to unfold the way it is, but what can you expect in a tornado tag team match? Trying my best to keep up with the action. The winners of this match, as I mentioned, will face Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish for the tag team titles in 1 week from Sunday at Joker's Wild as he connects with that kick to the face. Montez Ford is a man on another level. Oh, and a shot to the face. What a coup for Beatdown Corporations connecting or acquiring the services of the Street Profits. And it looks like Jimmy Uso is looking to bring the fight back out to the ringside area. And now we're probably going to deal with both teams fighting each other. And Jey Uso, oh my God! Dawkins just speared Jimmy through the barricade. They are both out in that rubble. We are now down to Ford and Jay in the ring as these two haven't moved on the outside. As you saw, Jimmy Uso is barely out of it. And now we're down to Jay and Montez Ford as Angelo Dawkins is laid out as well. It looked like he bounced his head off of that spear. And there you see Jimmy. He hasn't moved after being speared through that barricade. And now Montez Ford. Oh, he probably was looking for double elbows. And now he got a taste of that boot. That super kick. Jay saying, kiss my Timbs. As Jey Uso looking to win this one for his team. Uso splash! O'Reilly and Fish better look out for Oots as he is coming for those Oh, what the hell? Cedric Alexander! Lumbar check on Jey Uso. Where the hell did he even come from? No one is in doubt anymore. Beatdown Corporation is a tight-knit group. Ford is up. Ford picking up the scraps left by Cedric Alexander, and the Street Profits are now your #1 contenders and will face Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish at WWE Jokers Wild for the WWE Tag Team titles. While we have medical staff checking on Jimmy and Angelo on the outside, let's take a look back at the chaos that was this Tornado Tag Team match. Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso brought their A game. You saw Uso splash from the production crate to the outside, but this right here was what took Jimmy and Angelo Dawkins out. That sickening spear through the barricade, and it was down to Jey Uso and Montez Ford. Montez Ford had his rights read with that Uso splash. I thought it was it. Jay was just surveying his damage, but out of nowhere was that lumbar check from Cedric Alexander, and Montez Ford with the kip up and put this one away and solidified. There, wait, guys, come back to the live feed. Come back in the ring. The tag team champions with the high-low combination. The total elimination to Montez Ford. We was not expecting that whatsoever. The total elimination to Montez Ford, and rising from the ashes, here comes Angelo Dawkins. Staring a hole through the tag team champions, but the Undisputed Era has picked their spot and they are not getting into it right now. The BDC have invested into the Street Profits. The jackpot will be those tag team titles. What a war we just witnessed.
You think you know me?
We've seen him do this in the past. Setting Balor. Oh, what the? Spear! Edge is back! Sweet revenge on a man who tried to end his ability to walk.
You think you know me?
I can't wait for that. Edge is back on the night after WWE Jokers Wild, but next week we will witness the in-ring return of Raymond Rowe and Hanson, the War Raiders. And speaking of Edge, the man he speared at Survivor Series, the machine gun, Carl Anderson, will also compete in his first match back since that brutal no-holds-barred against Finn Balor. What award that will be, but here's a kicker. After refusing medical attention and Paul Heyman can't get these two under control, he's gonna let them loose, but with a twist. It'll be Tommaso Ciampa versus Sami Callihan next week in a non-sanctioned match. The WWE is throwing their hands up on this one, and that is all next week. But this week is not over just yet, as there you see advocate Teddy Long convening with his client, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion Apollo Crews, ahead of their contract signing for the WWE World Championship Match at WWE Joker's Wild against Ricochet. That, ladies and gentlemen, is still to come before the night is over. But in just a matter of moments, it is time to crown a #1 contender for Jeff Hardy's Intercontinental Championship. Tyler Bate, Chad Gable, and Andrade Cien Almas have already made their way to the ring, and of course, having to have the spotlight on him is Zack Ryder. Two members of the Rebellion will be represented in this match, and I wouldn't be bet against everyone teaming up against them to eliminate them right off the offset, but I will try to remain unbiased against the guys who try to run the company out of business and focus on the competitors in the ring. But another question that will need to be answered is who will be the 8th man, as Drew McIntyre has been pulled from this match after the attack at the hands of the Orders, Karrion Kross, which I can now confirm that scheduled match between those two will take place at WWE Joker's Wild as well. Karrion Kross and Drew McIntyre. What a war that will be. And Ryder just absorbing the hate that this sold-out crowd here in New Orleans is just spewing at him, and he's just not really caring. But what has been wild is the return of this man, the Swiss Cyborg, former 3-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Cesaro. He made his shocking return to the fold last week when he took the Intercontinental Champion Jeff Hardy to the absolute limit. And in my honest opinion, he was on the verge of pinning the champion. But then Hardy's hitman in the Order, Karrion Kross, we keep hearing that name a lot, struck up behind him with the Saito suplex, forcing the official to throw the match out. And a win tonight can make sure their next encounter will be for the coveted Intercontinental Championship, the workhorse title, if you will. All he has to do is eliminate 7 other men to secure his match one more time against the self-proclaimed Antichrist of professional wrestling. As I mentioned last week, Cesaro has been a former World Heavyweight Champion 3 times to be exact. He has been a tag team champion. He actually broke away from Sheamus after Sheamus betrayed him after he was going on a singles run, screwing the Kings of Wrestling, Cesaro and Cassius Ohno, out of the titles. Cesaro has been through a lot, and now he could be one step closer to solidifying his spot at Joker's Wild. This is a gamble. This battle royal is a gamble. But another thing that hasn't crossed my mind is another man who hasn't been seen in quite some time. For the first time since suffering a knee injury in his war against Bobby Roode at WWE Joker's Wild last September, the Phenomenal One is back. Former NXT Hardcore Champion, former NWA and IWGP Heavyweight Champion, AJ Styles is back and looking for his opportunity to claim another prestigious championship. This year he has been inches away from winning said championships, but something or someone prevented that from happening. And now that he is back, he has to be looking for a fresh start, and that start could possibly be a possibility if he outlasts the field and punches his ticket to a familiar foe in Jeff Hardy. But now the question is, who's the replacement in this match? Oh, well, this is unexpected. Apollo Crews might be one of the few undisputed champions in this company's history, but here is the first to ever do it, period, in this industry. 30 years in the business, the Painmaker, Chris Jericho. For those who are now tuning in, Drew McIntyre was scheduled to take part in this match, but he was attacked by Karrion Kross backstage with a cross jacket sleeper. And as a precaution from WWE's medical staff, they suggested that McIntyre sits this one out, which Commissioner Paul Heyman obliged to. And now, Chris Jericho has the opportunity to win one more Intercontinental title if, and that's a big if, he can get past 7 other men, 2 of which he has quite the history with, including the final man, or the man who is the final entrant in this battle royal, as Jericho is just, he is a Judas, to say the very least. But that man that I was referring to, he has been a man of very few words, if any at all. He is the Beast of Belfast, former tag team champion, Killian Dane. He is a former member of the faction known as Sanity. Dane, for weeks prior to Survivor Series on the Alternative Tour, has been coming to the aid of the likes of Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne during the Survivor Series tournament and during their no disqualification match against Jake Hager without uttering a single word. And to this day, I've been wondering why he's coming to their aid and what happened to Sanity and wait a minute. Jake Hager taking with that, it looked like he had a double axe to the back of the head. Jake Hager attacking Killian Dane before he can even get to the ring. You have to know this is Chris Jericho's deal to begin with, as Hager unleashes. But no, Killian Dane is not playing around as he takes him. It looked like he's trying to take his head clean off. Killian Dane has been attacking Hager and Jericho for weeks before we started WWE Monday Night Carnage, and it looks like that is not going to stop just yet. Oh, no, oh my God! Killian Dane just tossed Jake Hager from the stage to the concrete. We need some help out here for Hager. Chris Jericho is beside himself. Oh my God. And now the Battle Royal begins. Medical staff have made their way to Hager. And as I tried to keep my best to keep up with all the action, 8 men competing, and it looks like, oh, Killian Dane immediately went for Chris Jericho, who without a doubt was responsible for that attack happening. Oh, Chris Jericho fighting back. Oh, Jericho has eliminated Killian Dane. The Beast might be done in this match, but after what he did to Jake Hager, his issues with Chris Jericho is far from over. We are down to 7. As the winner of this match will face Jeff Hardy for the Intercontinental Championship at Joker's Wild. Mission Uncle Driver from Chris Jericho. I saw that from a mile away. Oh, and it looked like it was a leaping European uppercut from Cesaro to Chad Gable, and it looked like Tyler Bate has been eliminated by AJ Styles. We are down to 6, and it looks like Zack Ryder is looking to take advantage of AJ Styles being distracted with Tyler Bate, but no, that is not going to happen, as it looks like Chad Gable has eliminated Chris Jericho. You might not like the group he's associated with, but Gable has been very impressive against the likes of Triple H, and much to the shock of Chris Jericho, he doesn't care who your name is. He's a man on a mission. We are down to 5. Oh, it looked like Cesaro was going for another European uppercut, but it looked like, oh, and a kick to the back of the head from Andrade Cien Almas to Zack Ryder. I thought Chad Gable was going to be helped by Zack Ryder, but it looks like that little agreement has unfolded, and I'm not against it. AJ Styles targeting Cesaro right here, but no, Cesaro said, nah, we're about to do it my way with that leaping, that avalanche European uppercut. I'm just in awe at the power of Cesaro, as it looked like Andrade was going for a power bomb, but Andrade was not prepared for Cesaro, but Cesaro was not prepared for AJ Styles, and he's looking to take out that knee. But can you just enjoy the fact that the rebellion is just unfolding at our very eyes, and I'm all for it. AJ blocked that forearm from Cesaro. AJ, oh, looking for the pump handle slam. Nope, Cesaro shifted his body weight and caused him to crash to the mat. Oh, and another avalanche European uppercut. Oh, and look like Cesaro has Ryder in his clutches. He has him up. Oh, no. Power bomb to the outside. Zack Ryder has been eliminated. We are now down to the final 4. Gable, Andrade, AJ Styles, and Cesaro. Winner faces Jeff Hardy for the Intercontinental Championship. This has been a fast-paced battle royal. We are down to the final 4. Gable and Amos, Cesaro and AJ Styles. Oh, wait. Gable has eliminated Andrade. That's 2 eliminations for the Olympian. We are now down to the final 3. 2 former world champions in Cesaro and Styles, and the Rebellions. Chad Gable looked like Gable was about to eliminate Cesaro right there, but no. Clip of the knee from Cesaro. The Swiss sends him, but Gable holds on. Oh, Gable has been eliminated. Cesaro has eliminated Chad Gable with that bicycle kick. We are now down to the Swiss Cyborg and the Phenomenal One. Winner will face Jeff Hardy at WWE Joker's Wild for the title. Who will strike first? And that will be AJ, but Cesaro had a back elbow for his troubles, and now AJ down to 1 knee. Cesaro. Oh, and a European uppercut. The Swiss is not playing around like he want to eliminate him right there. The strength of Cesaro, but AJ is trying his best to hold on. He does not want to pass up on the opportunity to face Jeff Hardy for the Intercontinental title. And strike to the knee. To the knee that he targeted earlier. And now AJ, caught with that European uppercut. Cesaro was possibly looking to scoop him up and eliminate him, but AJ had him very well scouted. AJ is about to eliminate him. Nope. Cesaro said, nah. Belly to belly overthrow. Cesaro is on a mission right now. He wants one more crack at Jeff Hardy, but so does AJ Styles. Oh, this might be it right here. Cesaro has him up. Neutralizer. Cesaro connects with the neutralizer. And now, looking to eliminate him, but no, AJ he's trying to resist. Went for that back fist, but Cesaro. AJ Styles is eliminated. Cesaro wins. Cesaro is going to Joker's Wild. The former World Heavyweight Champion gambled by entering this Battle Royal, and he hit the jackpot. He has one more opportunity at Jeff Hardy with the added caveat the Intercontinental Championship is on the line. This Battle Royal was a one for the records. We saw betrayals within the Rebellion. Jericho eliminated Killian Dane, and hats off to Chad Gable for making it to the final 3, but it came down to Cesaro and AJ Styles, and Styles put up one hell of a fight, but he could not keep up with Cesaro, who connected with a neutralizer, and despite some initial resistance, Cesaro overpowered Styles and tossed him from the Battle Royal. WWE Joker's Wild continues to shape up to be quite the show when we finally touch down in Las Vegas. Cesaro versus Hardy for the Intercontinental Championship. Congratulations to Cesaro, but in just a matter of moments, it's time to sign the contract for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match at WWE Joker's Wild. Commissioner Paul Heyman is already in the ring. We are not wasting any time. It is time for that contract to be signed. Out first is the challenger, the Prince, the final NXT champion in this universe. He is the one and only Ricochet. I must correct myself. He is not the Prince. That honor goes to Finn Balor. He is known as the King. As a stipulation for him signing his official WWE contract, he cashed in his NXT championship for an immediate shot at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and Paul Heyman, however, convinced him to hold off and officially cash in at WWE Joker's Wild, which Ricochet agreed to. This will be the final time you'll see Ricochet entering with the NXT Championship. As soon as that contract is signed, that title will be handed over to management. After the outcome of the 6-man tag team match last week, where Apollo Crews hit the suplex driver on Ricochet's partner, Xavier Woods, he has to be chopping at the bit to sign that contract and hopefully be the one to put Crews in his place. But that could be easier said than done. And now entering is the champion, the diamond of Beatdown Corporation, the reigning and defending WWE World Heavyweight Champion. What the? Teddy Long is out here and alone? What is this? We were expecting Apollo Crews to come out here and sign on the dotted line for this match, but instead we get the advocate of the Beatdown Corporation, Hall of Famer Teddy Long. And all I have to ask is why? Is Apollo that condescending to where he does not even want to enter to sign their own contract? What is going on? You damn right we was expecting the World Heavyweight Champion. This match involves him too. What was that? Right. Teddy Long said he will be handling these proceedings because they have a plane to catch. We all respect Teddy Long. Holla, holla, holla. That being Karrion Kross at NXT TakeOver Turmoil 2 in a first blood match. So he has his fair share of interactions with monsters. Oh, Ricochet not holding back. His lucha roots, the prince becomes the king if he wins the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WWE Joker's Wild 1 week from Sunday. We have one more episode of Monday Night Carnage before we head to Vegas. And what the? Big E Langston? Just as Ricochet was about to sign the contract, Big E has interrupted this contract signing, as I'm sure it's because he has a bone to pick with Apollo Crews, but he's not involved in this situation. I'm confused as to why he's out here right now. What is going on? He did lose his cool at Survivor Series, and that's the reason why he's no longer World Heavyweight Champion. That is correct. Once the titles merge, the automatic rematch clauses for those respective titles have been expunged. Oh, Jesus, Teddy, calm down. Teddy, this might be a battle you don't want to pick. You are a smart man. Get out of the ring. This is a beast on a mission right now. Oh, what the hell? Big E just speared the hell out of Ricochet. Did Big E just sign that contract? What the hell is going on? Big E just said he'll see Apollo at Joker's Wild, but that contract had Ricochet's name on it. What the hell is going on? We are out of time, ladies and gentlemen. But what the hell just happened? Is Big E getting the title match? What?